All right, Marybeth, how are we doing today?
We're good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. Excited to get things going. We're going to go over some of your program today.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. We're going to go over an upper body movement, lower body movement, and a core movement. All perfect exercises for you to do based on all the information you gave me. Just want to go over that again real quick. Looking to lose some weight, tone that upper body, that lower body, pretty much overall health kind of idea. You mentioned that your son's getting married in September.
Yes.
So you're wearing a sleeveless dress.
Yep.
So you really want to focus on that upper body. Just kind of look good. Got to be, you're the mother of the groom.
That's
right?
Correct. That's it.
Awesome. So right now you said you're working out about 3 to 5 times a week.
Yes.
Typically at home you have a treadmill, TRX.
Hand weights, dumbbells.
Some kettlebells. Resistance bands, stuff like that. Awesome. So plenty of stuff we can work with here, as well as some body weight movements. I know you said that you're pretty much open to trying anything.
Yes, absolutely.
And no current medical history or injuries or anything like that, orthopedic restrictions.
No.
Just a little knee pain.
Just a little knee pain, old
right.
age.
Well, definitely got an exercise that we can do with that lower body that'll help fix that knee pain a little bit. But we'll get ready. So today, Marybeth, we're going to go over how to do a single arm dumbbell row. It's one of the exercises that I chose for you in your program. It's your upper body movement that we're going to work on today. I know you expressed that you wanted to tone that upper body, and it's a movement that I think you are at that level to be able to do within your program. I know you said you want to particularly tone that upper body for the sleeveless dress you're wearing for your son's wedding, so this is a perfect exercise that will help accentuate the dress that you're wearing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do the exercise. I'm going to talk our way through it, and then I'm going to have you perform the exercise for me.
Okay.
So we want to make sure while we're doing this exercise, we're really using those lats. It's an upper back exercise. We're also going to be using our biceps, and we want to make sure that we maintain control through our shoulder girdle. So I'm going to show you how to do our single arm dumbbell row first. Alright, so what you can see I'm doing here is the part of my body that's supported on the bench. I have a 90-degree angle between my knee, my ankle, and my hip, and my shoulder is directly over my wrist. Both shoulders should be level. I should have a flat back. I'm going to start here with my left arm extended out. In the preparation phase, I'm going to retract that scapula so I'm ready to begin this movement. And as I move into the central phase, I'm going to draw that elbow up towards the ceiling, creating a 90-degree angle between my wrist, my elbow, and my shoulder, pausing for a moment at the top, and then I'm going to extend that arm back down and get my scapula into protraction, and that's our terminal phase. So again, the preparation phase I retract, then our central phase I bring that dumbbell up, squeeze in with the lats, pause for a moment, then we come to the terminal phase, and I extend that arm back out into protraction. You understand what we're doing?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Let's see if we can get 10 reps going here. Good, so make sure we're set up nice. Shoulder right over that wrist, 90-degree angle. Pull that belly button towards our spine here. Good, level out those shoulders. Now give me that retraction. Good. There's 1. Reset. 2, good. Not so high up on that elbow. I want you to stop when you meet my hand. Good, there's 3. 4, 5, don't dangle too far forward. Good, right there. 6, good, give me that retraction on the reset. 7, good, 8, a little more this kind of angle right here. 2 more. There we go. 9, last one. Awesome. Good, nice and rocks. And that's our single arm dumbbell row. Do you have any questions about it?
Nope, everything is great.
Awesome. So now that we've gone over our upper body exercise, we're going to go over our lower body exercise that I have for your program. Squats. Essential to everyone to incorporate these into their exercise program. It's a movement we do all the time, whether we realize it or not, whether we're sitting down into a chair, a couch, a desk seat, whatever it is. It helps going up and down stairs. A lot of people say that they can't squat because it hurts their knees. I know you have mentioned to me that you get knee pain when you squat, and it's because we're not doing the correct patterning. So we're going to go over a squat patterning today that'll help correct that. So it's going to help relieve some pressure off those knees, and that way you can get easier. You know, as we get older, sometimes it gets harder to get up and down from those chairs, especially when they're lower. That's what a squat is essentially. So that's why it's super important to have them into our exercise programs. So again, lower body exercise, but we want to make sure that we are maintaining our 4 points of posture while we do all of our exercises. So we want to make sure that we have a nice tall chest, pinch the shoulder blades together, retraction of the scapula, keep a nice neutral neck. When we do our squat, we want to make sure that our feet are about hip width apart. Different anatomies for different people, so mine could be a little bit wider than yours. Just go with what's comfortable with you. Toes are going to be pointed slightly outward, and you're going to go through your own range of motion. So, because you mentioned you had knee pain, when you do squats, I'm going to give us a little regress version of a squat. It's body weight, but we're going to have support on it. So, the support system we're going to use is the wall right here. I'm going to demo how to do the squat with the support. I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to break it down while doing it with you, and then have you rep out 10 reps for me. So, I'm going to do our supported body weight squat here. Good. So you can see, as we start in our preparation phase, you want to make sure that you're holding on to the wall here with your hands a little bit lower than your shoulders. What happens if we grab up high when we go to do that squat, we round the upper back and we compromise our spine. So you want to start at a lower point, so that way when you drop down into the squat, your shoulders should be about level with your wrists. Again, my feet are about hip width apart, my toes slightly pointed outward, and my scapula are retracted. Okay, my neck is in a nice neutral position. This is our preparation phase. I'm going to go into our central phase where I'm going to drop down and I'm going to flex at the hips. I'm going to try and get those thighs parallel with the ground. You can see my hands stay about level with my shoulders. Again, maintaining that 4 points of posture. Scapula is still retracted. And I'm going to drive through those heels as I stand back up into our terminal phase. Again, you'll go through your own range of motion. Okay, whatever you can come to. This is our central phase. A lot of the times people will drop too far below, and that's when our pelvis tucks under. We compromise our lower spine. So come to a nice parallel position here if we can, and then back up. Again, you want to go straight up and down. Not looking to come forward and backwards. Knees stay still. They don't come over the toes. Okay, we're just going straight up and down in a straight line. Good, so nice, a little bit lower. Good, feet a little bit wider apart. Awesome, we're gonna drop down, drive through those heels, good. Now what I want you to focus on here, come back up. I don't want you to press those knees outward. I want you to try and keep them still. Good, much better. Good, again, driving through those heels, retract those scapula right there. Good spot. Keep those scapula retracted. So walk a little bit closer to the, there we go. There's one. Good, make sure we're breathing here too. Inhale going down, exhale coming up. Keep the scapula retracted. How's that feel on the knees? Feels good. Better than our typical squat?
Yes.
Good. Good, make sure we keep those heels on the ground, drive through them. Awesome, go whatever range of motion you can. Give me 2 more. Awesome, last one. Good, how'd those feel?
That feels good.
Good, knees felt all right?
Knees felt good.
Better
That
than
was tight.
Good, you felt pretty good line of posture here, and what we'll do is we'll stick with those until we can progress, do them without that support, and then we can slowly add weight to it. You're going to feel completely different while you're doing those squats. Awesome. All right, so we did our upper body exercise. We did our lower body exercise. Now what's left is our core. So the exercise I chose for you to do is a plank.
Okay.
In our other 2 exercises, there was typically 3 phases where we had the central, the preparation, the central, and the terminal. This type of exercise is typically an isometric exercise, which means that we're going to hold that position for a set amount of time. So there's really no movement in it. So it's going to challenge the body in a completely different way. You want to make sure that when we're doing our plank, it's not just thinking about the core, it's a total body exercise. It's both physical and mental. A lot of times people have a big mental block when it comes to planks, but it's going to work more than just those abdominals, those obliques. and that lower back. It's going to work from your head down to your toes. So we're going to do a forearm plank. So some key things to remember there are those 90-degree angles. They're coming up everywhere we can,
Right.
okay? Shoulder's going to be right over that elbow. And again, you're forming that 90-degree angle between the shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist. Scapular retraction. Huge thing again. We want to have those retracted back. You want to make sure we pull that belly button towards our spine. A lot of the time when we're doing a plank, people tend to arch their lower back or they stick their butt straight up in the air, and that's what really compromises that lower back. So we're going to make sure we protect that by keeping it nice and flat. A lot of the times people will use a dowel or a foam roll, and you'll see 3 points of contact between the lower head, the head, the upper back, and the lower back. That means we're in a nice straight line. We're going to be up on our toes. We're going to make sure we're squeezing, keeping everything tight. Feet, again, you can go about hip width apart, whatever is comfortable for you. We're going to hold it, if we can, for about 30 seconds when we're there.
Okay.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
So this is what our forearm plank should look like. All right, and what I'm looking for here, again, that 90-degree angle between the shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist. Okay, scapular retraction. I'm pulling my belly button towards our spine. I don't want to see those hips drop or straight up in the air. Nice flat back. Okay, squeezing, keeping everything tight. Okay, you're going to squeeze the core. The more you retract the shoulder blades and you keep that alignment, you're going to feel the core working a little bit more. Okay, this is the isometric movement. So there's no beginning, middle, or end phase. This is just the whole thing. Okay, and we can slowly come down to our knees when we're in completion of our plank. Good, so as we come into our plank here, we're forming that 90-degree angle between the shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist. They should be nice and wide apart, okay? We want to make sure that this becomes nice and level. So we're going to hop up, tuck those toes under, and to drop those hips a little bit down here. Good. Retract the scapula. Good. See how that lowers everything down here? Keep everything nice and tight, okay? So we're keeping a straight line from our head down to our toes, okay? Again, we got that 90-degree angle. Let's rotate that hand out a little bit for me. That whole forearm. There we go. Squeeze and make sure we're breathing. Keep those scapula retracted. Pull that belly button towards that spine. Good. Awesome. Make sure we're breathing here. Hold it nice and tight and come down slowly. You're going to drop those knees to the ground. Good. And relax. How did that feel?
That was hard, but that was good.
Awesome.